Well, hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Between Plays. Alright, so as I mentioned, every single time I get new information, I'm going to put it up there on a company I've already started researching. Now naturally, if you go back and start watching from the first researches, the playlists that are there, and then you add up all the new information, you sort of get a better picture, okay? I can't go all the time through the other videos to bring everybody up to speed, but I will do that, but not every single video, just because there's some new information. Okay, so that being said, CloudMD. All right, so something went on with CloudMD, which is positive. It's positive, all right? If there would be something negative, I would put it up here as well. Okay, so, sorry, I was looking at Bear. You know, it's just incredible that they purchased Monsanto back in 2018. Yeah, anyways, okay. So, CloudMD. CloudMD grants stock options. Something popped up on my screen, some news feeds, and it just totally caught me off guard. Yeah, so stock options. Here we go. So, CloudMD Software Services, okay, announces the granting of stock options to purchase an aggregate of 525,000 common shares, okay, of the company at an exercise price of $2.15. So right there, we have a projection of the company itself. This is going to directors, it's going to officers, and to a consultant of the company. And they have 5 years to exercise this. Now, this is very great. This is a very good incentive. When you look at that, and this is off the top of my head, Yahoo Finance puts CloudMD at a low of $2.50, which Canaccord Genuity also put them as raised them to $2.50, $2.50. They're offering this at $2.15, all right, and this was the 29th, so yesterday, and it came out, this article from the CloudMD website came out at 8 o'clock at night, all right? So today we saw a whole bunch of, you know, but we have a nice support floor at 209. So the company has a nice support floor at 209, as we can see. Now, back to Yahoo Finance. They put the low at $2.50. The average price they put at $2.80, and the high of $3. Now, I have read, and I believe from the last time I put something up for CloudMD, the valuation was something at $4.47 according. It's the article I don't remember right now, but if you go to the last show, you'll see on CloudMD, you'll see that I give you where it comes from for $4.47. So, all that being said, so far the ratings are between a strong buy and a buy. Yahoo Finance has them at like 1.7 memory serves, which is between the strong buy and a buy, just a little closer to the buy side. And I mean, they're in a great financial position. Okay, CloudMD is in a great financial position. Look at their financial health. You see all the greens up here? Those are 6 greens in a row. The analysts gives them full checkup. They passed the checkup. All right. Look at the assets versus the liabilities. Assets blue, liabilities is the green. I mean, their short-term liabilities exceeds its let's start that again. Their short-term assets exceeds their short-term liabilities, and their short-term assets exceeds their long-term liabilities. But look at the long-term assets. It's 18 million versus 4 million here. Insiders are still buying up stock. look, I think the volatility that we're seeing, like people are probably saying, well, why isn't it going up to $3? Why isn't it hitting 280, right? Why isn't it at 215? Why is it doing what it's doing? See, I think that you have to understand this stock just came out in June on the TSX Venture, and it's fairly new. CloudMD is a growing company. I mean, their valuation is increasing. Right now, they're at $200 and something million dollars. Let me correct that. $200 and something million dollars. Let me go get you the exact number. The exact number here is, oh yes, for sure it's going to probably be right there, in the $283 million. And that's actually, because I remember it being at 235 or something like that. So it just continuously grows. They're with Infoway, they're partnered up, which is basically partnered up with their Infoway is with Health Canada in order to give pharmaceuticals, pharmacy, to give prescriptions out. So patients can just pick any pharmacy across Canada, and the person has to be serviced by that pharmacy. Like the pharmacy has no choice, all right, because it's part of Health Canada, and the system is nationalized here. So it's not like the pharmacy could say, no, we're private, we don't want to, we're not dealing. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Patient gets to pick where he wants to gets his prescription from, and IMD is with Infoway for Prescribe It. They're with IMD Health. Listen, there's so much going on with the company. Now, their year-over-year growth is substantial. The revenues that they've added is very, very nice. I mean, you have to look at all this. The future is beautiful. The health of the company is extremely strong. But where I think that we see this, the shorters or whatever coming in, it's going, the stock's going at 215, 208, and it's doing all this kind of weird stuff. It's because the general public has so much belief in Dr. Hamza and in this company, and it's so new that 83.9, let's just go to 84%, let's round this out, is the general public. Look at the support floor. So look at them holding on. Look at this. I mean, imagine someone putting in, look, it's 84%. I mean, who's, like, imagine this company hitting Teladoc prices one day. Even at $10, that's depending on what the person's already invested in it. That's just incredible. There's only 1.1% institutions involved because it's a growing company. And it's in its infancy, just like the whole telehealth sector. It's insane. Listen, people say, oh, well, there's some... Listen, I believe this is a stock that they call market resistant, because the stock market right now, depending on where you're in the stock market, some things are really like, they're valued way too high. Like the share price is just astronomical compared to where it should really be. I think it's Jeff Brown that said that some of these stocks are like 92% over their, Jeff Brown, some of them 92% to go down, to fail, because there's similarities with the .com bubble. And there's a lot of money going to certain sectors, and when the correction's going to come and a vaccine is out, some money is going to be going in other places. Like, who's going to be holding the bag in those? And a lot of people don't realize this. Maybe some people do realize this. Maybe, and I'm sure there is. in the year 2000, everybody talks about, oh, the dot-com bubble. But they had time to get out. It didn't just crash and it hit the year 2000. It was going down and going down. 2001 was going down. But some people didn't want to minimize their losses. They said, oh, maybe it'll just go back up. And then eventually, it just didn't go back up at all. There's some companies like Ericsson and Nokia that have never seen those highs since those years. Go back and take a look. They hit record high prices. Then they went down, they tried to come back up and went down, and they averaged around anywhere between $5 and $11 ever since then. And we're talking stocks in the hundreds here. So, but there were what they called market resistant, new up and coming sectors. And one great example of that is Amazon. Amazon was a market resistant stock. And they went and grew into the monsters that they are today because it was a new industry. But you see, they had the right formula. There was a company that a lot of people put money back into in those days, was Pets.com, I believe it was called. And they just crashed because it was mostly hype. They spent a lot of money on marketing, and like they just like threw their money away needlessly. That being said, and my point is this: who's got the reins? Who's driving the car? Who's steering the ship in this company and other telehealth companies? I mean, Dr. Hamza said, puts in his interviews, puts other competitors and says the people leading those companies, there's some really good people out there, all right? Like, he even states that the telehealth industry is in its infancy, and no matter where you put your money, it's going to work. When you look at the intelligence of Dr. Hamza, who's steering the ship, it's very hard to say anything negative about the company. Everything that he has said is being done. He's got connections in China, Middle East. He wants to grow it in Canada, United States first. They asked him for help in China. I mean, imagine they asked him for help in China. He's partnered up with Infoway, which is with Health Canada. So basically, I think that, in my opinion, these people here with Dr. Hamza there and those insiders, which are what he says in his videos, there's family and friends in there, and he cares about looking out for them. I think everybody's going to be rewarded. And I think that I pray, and it doesn't matter who, I pray that this industry and the companies that are involved in their infancies, that they all shoot up, that everyone's rewarded. And what we're seeing now is people playing for positioning here. We got shorters coming in, and they're playing for positioning. I'm telling you, this is what I see. Because people that are holding on to here, some of them are not putting on stop losses. They're not. They're like, I'm not having a thing triggered. I'm not budging until there's bad news coming out, like bad news. I'm not budging. So I have a whole lot. I'm subscribed to a lot of things in order to be able to do this show. And on one of them, it verifies news feeds and stuff like that. Like, right now, CloudMD is so small, they don't have that massive news coverage in the present time. But if you go to their website, if you go to their website, watch who they were featured on. Hold on a second, they brought me to a wrong site. So here we go. CloudMD. CTV News, CBC, Global News, Vancouver Sun, 680 News. I mean, in Canada, these are major networks. So that news for the $2.15, 525,000 shares for director, officers, and a consultant with a 5-year term on it. Just came out last night, 8 o'clock at night. So this is another little benchmark for everybody that's involved in CloudMD. Listen guys, don't forget to hit the like, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'm just letting you all know that there is a Betweenplays store coming out very soon. If you go to Shopify and you look up Betweenplays, you'll see that the store is actually being created. There's going to be mugs, pens, t-shirts, polos. That's right. We're building the system. There's a team out there. If you look at all the comments, people are helping each other out. This is a great group of people, and I'm sure everybody that's going to be subscribing will just enjoy it more. And the team is growing. Over here we got like a team that's growing now that's going to be helping as well, putting up articles in the Betweenplays.com webpage. So slowly, we started from scratch, but you know, you guys out there, you just keep me wanting to go and keep on going. I hardly sleep. It's just incredible. I get so tired that this morning I was like a zombie trying to get my kids to have breakfast. And that's just it, man. So research, you know, plan and execute. So guys, thank you so much once again. So very happy. Have a great day, have a great night, have a great evening, have a great morning, and please don't forget to hit the like and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Stay strong, everybody.